What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Q. Happy Tuesday. And thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I got some tea, but before we get into it, y'all make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell because I want to talk to you. We got some things we need to talk about. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene leaks is supposedly, allegedly, nothing's confirmed or denied as of yet. But it sounded like Real Housewives of Atlanta has leaked to her good sis Nene Leakes that she is quitting. The OG, the queen, the HBIC, the shade assassinator herself, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the queen Nene Leakes. We've been talking about her on my channel for the past couple of days. We talked about it in the Real Housewives of Atlanta video, and I think I talked about it in a separate video as well. I can't remember. But so let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. So this morning, like, this tea is piping hot. Like, literally this morning, Nene Leakes reaches out to her friend Wendy Williams. While Wendy Williams is live on air, while she has guest host Jarrell O'Connell. I hope I'm not. I know I'm saying one of them wrong, but y'all know what I'm saying. So apparently she goes to break and she looks down at her phone, and that just for me as a host, that makes me smile and lets me know I'm not the only one who takes my phone on set or while I'm filming. So I could just see Nene with her phone under her or in between her legs while she's filming or some mess like this. Wendy reading a text message from Nene. That just does my heart justice. But anywho, she reaches out and she sends Wendy a text message and let her know that she's quitting the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was this morning, Tuesday, at 9:08 a.m. So Jerry, I'm guessing she's reading it, or she's probably over dramatically reading it, and kind of was like, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Because you can tell something's going on, but Wendy's not saying nothing. So Wendy said that she has something to say, but not a whole lot. I'm guessing that she's telling the crowd, or she's telling Jerry, telling her guest host that I have something that will make you all cry and feel bad for her. She's carrying a heavy burden on her shoulders. Now, when we hear heavy burden is like her real mama died. Well, no shade, because I know she was raised by her aunt. That was no shade. She now has cancer and not Greg. Or, when we heard burden, it's kind of like life or death. So red flag one. So Wendy tells us, I can't. She responds and says, I can't say it. She has to say it. You need this platform to tell your story. Forget any arguing with these bras or these, forget any arguing with these women about wigs and everything. Melt their hearts by your secret. Wendy says she couldn't tell the secret, afraid of it going public. Now, before I go further in this story, do y'all remember when, I'm about to say Nene Leakes, when Wendy Williams was crying behind this whole R. Kelly situation, and she drugged R. Kelly the same week? So Wendy really don't get a pass for being dramatic, and because they said Wendy started crying, so that's why I said in my next statement, I'm like, does Wendy really get a pass for crying? Because we've seen Wendy cry before, again with the whole R. Kelly statement, and she completely drugged him the same week. So let's back up just a little bit. Do you guys think that Nene purposely texted Wendy to kind of get our ruffles feathered, or to kind of put this story out or put some news out? Because y'all do know sometimes celebrities send stuff in to people to get stuff going. Catch it. And a lot of times, like, I had to get somebody together this weekend was sending me a story. I'm not a blogger, and this is why for me, and I know I'm making it about me real quick. It's going to be quick, y'all. This is why for me, as a TV host and as a radio personality and a person that covers media, I never really insert my friends until like that type of business. Even like I'm talking about like my industry friends. Like I've been on set with Cynthia Bailey. I've been on sets with Tokyo Vanity. Tokyo Vanity is one of my closest friends. Well, was one of my closest friends. We just got busy, and but staying at my house. Right, we ride in the same car. Tokyo and I spent 2 Thanksgivings together. Those are the type of things that I really never try to put on Instagram and stuff like that. From time to time I will, but those are just private moments. So I'm asking the question: do we think when Nene sent that text to Wendy, knowing she was on air? And we know how Wendy's stories are. Anything that comes from Wendy's mouth is going to go viral. She's on an international platform. So do you guys think that she purposely sent that text to Wendy so Wendy could say something and kind of be like, put a bug out there, or maybe scare the producers, or maybe get something going? That's another thing. Wendy's been having all this confrontation with what's his name, Andy Cohen, anyway. So I'm like, okay, Nene, are you serious about leaving, or were you texting to just kind of get things riled up? Because like I said, y'all know some people do that, and I know people who do that. And I guess to wrap up that first story I was saying, that's why I don't get involved in a lot of my friends like that, like their personal bit, like stuff. Like I don't allow them to like send me mess to cover. You know what I'm saying? Only due to the fact that I like to have that borderline up, because outside of covering tea and here for this, and like these are my real friends, and we know that Nene and Wendy are real genuine friends. So we're trying to figure out, Nene, is this something? Because again, we haven't been seeing you in that many episodes of Housewives anyway. So is there really a burden going on behind the scenes? Because we've been seeing your YouTube videos, so I don't really think you've lost an arm or lost a leg or anything of such. We haven't really been seeing you on Housewives like that, only to kind of bring the mess. So anything with a burden, we probably wouldn't see, because we haven't got a follow-up story. I mean, we have, but we haven't really dived into it on how Greg is doing. Or on this whole situation with Brent, and, the whole thing that he got going on with his baby mama, all this kind of stuff that Nene hasn't been saying anything about. So Nene, we know you just bought another house in Atlanta. What is the real burden? Nene, we need to hear from you ASAP to either clear or take away this rumor. Now, y'all know I don't just listen to, bloggers and gossip and all that kind of care. I actually like to follow up and fact check. So Us Weekly puts out a statement this morning and was saying that Nene was only venting to Wendy Williams. But I'm just like, Us Weekly, now y'all are a very credible source. So with that being said, y'all know y'all can't just drop some tea like that and we not know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all can't just drop some tea and say, oh, she was just venting. Like, it coming from Wendy Williams' mouth is going to get the producers talking, Andy talking. Like, do we even need Nene anymore for Real Housewives of Atlanta? Will we prefer to just see her on YouTube? Will we love to see this life of Nene that we never have seen yet, because we've been hearing about the show? Now, granted, I love Nene on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me say that, and let me make that very clear. She's an OG. She's fabulous. I love her over the top. She's going to give you a good read. She's going to give you a little bit of fashion, but she's going to give you a nice, nasty shoe. She's going to talk about business. And I feel like she's running things in her lane. However, is she toxic for the show? Are we really buying this story? Because even with me being on a YouTube reality show, I hate when my cast members be like, oh, I'm quitting, I ain't coming back next season. And then they the first person you see on set, you like, I thought you wasn't coming back next season. So Nene, we really hope it's not that, because at this point we feel like you're reaching. So we don't want it to be that, because we don't really see what's the problem. We know the girl's gonna argue, Nene, this is what you kind of signed up for. This is what you kind of created. This is your monster. This is your baby. So either it's going to eat you or you going to eat it. Just like in Bad Boys 4 that I seen last night. Bad Boys 4. Bad Boys 3, which was great, by the way. Go watch my last video about that. it's kind of like the son gonna either grow up and beat you up, or you gonna beat him up, or y'all gonna come to a mutual understanding. And I really hope that Bravo and Nene come to a mutual understanding, because we don't want to see Nene leave Housewives. But the way everything is panning out and the way stuff is looking is not looking good. For it to get on Wendy again, I'm questioning, is that a part of, like, is Nene trying to create a moment, or was that like a real genuine thing? Because you know how Wendy can do sometimes as well. Sometimes you know how I love Wendy, but we know how she can do sometimes. Wendy love a mess. So was Wendy throwing it out there just to be messy, start some commotion, start some mess? We do know that Wendy's gonna be taking a quick appearance, making an appearance on Real Housewives of Atlanta this season via telephone. But it's kind of like we need answers, we need questions. We the fans, and if you keep up with it, we need Nene to deny or confirm this, because she just put up a Instagram post maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and it was just kind of like, there is always a blessing in goodbye, and I hope that, no, it was something about, sometimes the best blessing is wrapped up in a goodbye, or some crap like that. Like, girl, what is you saying? And let the people know what you talk about, what you got going on. All right, guys, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about it. I just want to bring the tea to y'all so that we can talk about it. We need to talk about it. Nene Leaks, we need answers. Y'all follow me on all my social media sites at Quentin T. Harris, and make sure that you guys are subscribed so that you guys can see my next video. Peace. See y'all later.